Dead Air, the 203 transmission. A Nightjar Story Vault production, created by Nightjar. Tonight's horror story takes us far beyond Earth, to a lonely observatory, a mysterious transmission, and a warning that came too late. Or maybe it wasn't a warning at all. Maybe it was bait. Dr. Vanessa Moore had listened to space her entire life. Not music, not silence, but space. The deep, endless quiet between the stars, broken only by static, satellites, and the rare ping of a distant transmission. For the last 5 years, she'd been stationed at Skirich Observatory in northern Alaska, a cold, isolated research facility designed for one thing: detecting anomalous frequencies in deep space. Most nights were uneventful, but not this one. It was 2:03 a.m. when scanner came alive. A blip lit up the monitor. A low-frequency pulse on Band 7, a range reserved for decommissioned communication satellites. Band 7 hadn't been active in over 12 years. She stared at the screen. Coordinates unknown. Source unverified. Transmission incoming. She hit record. The speakers crackled. Then a voice, faint, distorted, breaking through the white noise. "We're still here. Don't answer. Please don't answer." She blinked. Static returned. Then silence. She scrubbed back the recording, cleaned it up, amplified the levels. Yes, it was real. A man, mid-40s. Shaky, desperate, terrified. The rest of the team was gone for the weekend. She was alone. She sent a ping in response anyway. A standard return signal. "This is Earth Station 9. Please identify yourself." The computer hesitated. No reply for a moment. Then, error, transmission blocked. Signal unreturned. She tried again. Nothing. She logged the event, ran diagnostics, and tried to forget. There was no more sleep after that. She reviewed the waveform again, frame by frame. It didn't match any known Earth frequency. No satellite trail. No ISS bounce back. At 2:03 a.m. the next night, it came again, but the message had changed. "You shouldn't have tried. They heard you. They know now." The lights in the lab flickered. Then another voice. "They're coming. This is your fault." Her heart pounded. She slammed the console switch off, but the signal kept playing, growing louder, clearer. The audio was no longer coming from the system. It was coming from the speakers themselves. A third voice joined in, lower, unnatural, almost insect-like. It didn't speak in words. It hissed, clicked, and then it said her name. Vanessa. She ran diagnostics. Nothing explained it. She went outside to check the antenna dish. It was still. The snow beneath her boots was untouched, except for one long, strange mark in the snow, stretching from the tree line to the dish, like something had slithered. She turned back. The observatory lights had shut off. She re-entered the building, flashlight trembling in her hand. The screens in the control room were blank, all but one. It displayed a countdown. 47 hours, 59 minutes, and 52 seconds. Then, 47 hours, 59 minutes, and 51 seconds. She backed away slowly. Something creaked behind her. A whisper. A breath. But when she turned, nothing. She considered driving to the nearest town, but a whiteout had rolled in overnight. The snow was waist-deep. Even her snowcat wouldn't start. She reached out for help, but over the next 2 days, no one answered her calls. The landline was dead. Her cell had no signal. She tried the emergency sat phone, but all she heard was static, and once what sounded like faint breathing on the line. No one came. The countdown continued. She stopped eating, stopped drinking, stopped trusting her own senses. As the second night bled into the third day, her grip on reality slipped. Faces in the windows, movement just beyond the light, shadows pressed against the glass. She found herself drawn to the signal, obsessed. She needed to understand it, needed to hear more. When 203 came again, she sat in the dark, waiting. The transmission returned again, clearer this time. A new voice. You let them through. They were waiting. They were always waiting. The screen blinked again. Coordinates, deep space object. Proximity, 18,000 kilometers. Trajectory, descending. ETA, 3 hours. But the last NORAD sync showed no incoming object. No alert. No trajectory. No satellite debris. Nothing. And yet something was out there. She cross-checked the reading. She scanned it again now, desperately hoping she'd missed something. Still nothing. No debris. No object. No warning. No meteor. No satellite. No transponder. No origin. Just a message and a presence, vast and creeping, coming straight toward Earth. She packed a bag. She needed to get to the coast. To warn someone. Anyone. But then she remembered. The nearest outpost was over 80 miles of frozen forest. No working radio. Even if she left, where would she go? When she opened the front door, there were footprints in the snow. Not hers. Too many toes. Too wide. Too deep. They led around the building and disappeared behind the observatory. She didn't follow them. Instead, she locked the doors, shut every light off, sat with her back to the wall, eyes on the clock. Outside, a low hum began to vibrate through the trees, deep and mechanical, like a jet engine heard underwater. Birds erupted from the forest. Rabbits darted across the snow. Every animal sensed it before she did. The sky flickered. She opened the window slightly. The stars were glitching, flickering in and out, like faulty pixels on a screen. One blinked, then didn't return. The air felt sharp, heavy with static. She backed away, heart pounding. Then came a noise, not from a speaker, but from inside the walls. Clicking, whispers in the vents. Something was inside. She bolted for the emergency phone again, did. The backup generator surged, then failed. Darkness swallowed the observatory. But the countdown continued, glowing faintly on the main screen, powered by something else now. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. And then nothing. When the countdown hit 0, she held her breath. And then stillness. Just stillness. For a moment, she thought it was over. Until every screen turned on at once. They showed the same image. The Earth from orbit. Then, the signal returned one last time. The voice whispered, "The sky's no more." She looked out, and saw nothing. Not clouds. Not stars. Just black. A perfect, pulsing black. As if the stars themselves had been erased. The snow was falling upward. The trees were leaning away from the sky. And the world made a sound she had never heard before. Not thunder. Not wind. But something deeper. Like the universe groaning open. She turned, and for a split second, saw a figure standing in the hallway. Tall. Still. Wrong. The last thing she saw was her own shadow stretching far too long, then curling upward, toward the hallway and whatever had arrived. Then the screen blinked one final time. Goodbye. And everything went dark. They arrived shortly after the countdown ended. No sign of Vanessa. Just her recorder, still running. Still listening. capturing hours of static and something else. And then, at exactly 2:03 a.m., a faint voice. Is anyone still out there? Don't answer. Please don't answer. If you received a signal like that, would you answer? Let me know in comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. More horror stories arrive every week on a Nightjar Story Vault. Good night, stay safe, and be careful what you listen for.